It used to be you had to kill a bear or build a house to become a man. Now all you need is cheap beer, a cheap switchblade, and an Instagram account. Because times have changed, bro. Like this Lightning out the front automatic knife dagger made in Taiwan Switchblade. Because nothing helps stack charges like having a good old cheap switchblade in your pocket next to a joint. Okay, so let's go over the dimensions of the Taiwan Lightning, which also sounds like some kind of moonshine you should really stay away from. You know, versus the good kind of moonshine that you drink regularly. The Lightning out the front features a satin finished blade made from the finest of 440C steel. The basic knife comes in quite a few handle and blade style combinations, so if you feel like a quarter serrated dagger is too classy for you, you can get a less stab friendly model. Just Google Lightning automatic knife, which you can find at reputable websites all over the web. The blade, both sides, and the one jagged part are all pretty sharp out of the box. Oh yeah, here's the box. It's nice like the knife. The handle is made out of aluminum and not plastic like you'd assume it would be. This one is black anodized, but it also comes in camo or gray or red or orange or whatever color socks you happen to be wearing that day. The handle is jimped, lightly textured and square. Not square like you anymore because, you know, now you own a switchblade. So it's got some grip when doing poses like you saw in a movie. The clip is stainless steel and only able to be carried tip down, you know, toward your femoral artery. But what you really want to know is how this $40 MSRP switchblade deploys, right? You're like, I already know because everyone who has a YouTube account for reviewing knives owns one. Okay, so the switch on the side needs to be pushed forward with quite a bit of force. I don't want to say quite a bit like I'm a wimp, but you know, it's not feather deployment, so you really got to give it some thumb. To undeploy, pull back with your thumb, again with some force. Okay, now you got it. Bro, are you in a gang? You're like, well, kind of a small one, you know, but I got this cool leather jacket, want to see it? Anyway, the deployment isn't a feather touch, but let's be honest, you don't want a pants accident, right? It's pretty loud and there's some slight recoil too, but it's fully automatic, so when it's deployed it locks with such a force, but not quite as powerful as it seems. Kind of like the Great and Wonderful Oz, or Great and Powerful Oz, right? Or Great and Fabulous Oz? Sorry, I hadn't done a reference to a musical yet in the Switchblade review. But yeah, when you put it against something, the blade will stop when you try opening it. Now, it's enough to puncture a small hole in something, but I'm just trying to illustrate it won't throw the blade out of your hand when you like put it through a cardboard box. So I guess it's sort of a safety feature, which is relieving because I felt like I was going to hurt myself. You're like, the review isn't over yet, buddy. Anyway, again, it's still not safe, but the blade is then sort of floating inside the handle until you give it a flick to lock it. Then it can be deployed and undeployed or whatever the fuck. Anyway, if you feel the need for a cheap, not completely garbage blade that goes out the front, this fits the bill. It doesn't feel like a cheap switchblade and probably, other than a Gonzo, one of the best made cheap switchblades you can buy, and definitely one of the best values for a full auto out the front dagger. If you think that's, you know, something you have to have. It's not really my thing, but if you use it at work to open boxes, people might finally stop making fun of you. Okay, no they won't. If you like reviews of crappy switchblades and knives, please subscribe to my channel, like this review, and leave a comment. Thanks for watching.